Hey guys, welcome to my top 8 of the remote invitational deck profile of a Tribrigade Melffy. Yeah, I decided to switch up the deck, although I have played a lot of Tribrigade Zodiac the last event, especially at the Extravaganzas and at the remote Duel Invitational Qualifier. So the issue was that Konami posted the brackets before we should send our deck lists. So I knew I was going to play round 1, the top 60 match against Tribrigade Zoo, and I knew that I would be playing against Dragonlink or Tribrigade Zoo the second round at top 8. And I didn't see Raphael Nevin losing that match coming, so I hoped that I was able to play Tribrigade Zoo twice, but unfortunately I had to go against Dragonlink, which worked out quite well game 1, but game 2 and 3 I wasn't able to pull it over, unfortunately. And yeah, so the deck idea itself is not from me. I saw Paolo playing it, and I also messaged him like 1 or 2 days before sending the deck list, and yeah, asked him about his opinion between the Tribrigade Melffy and Zodiac, and he said that he thinks that the Melffy engine is slightly favored to the Zoo engine, and because I didn't want to play mirror matches where you have to draw better to win, I decided to switch up the deck. And yeah, I'm going to present you how I played it. It's almost like Paulo played it, but I changed a few cards. So I'm going to start with the main deck. Pretty standard Tribrigade engine, triple fractal, triple kit, triple Nerval, 2 Keras. Shout out to Volkan for lending me a few of their cards that I didn't own anymore. I hope that the invitation would be after the release of the Megatons. So I gave away most of my stuff and didn't have every card for the tournament, but luckily my friends were able to lend me those. So standard engine. This was Rescue Cat. I played 3 of them. This is another blowout starter for this deck, since I don't play any Zodiacs. And for the Melffy engine, I played 1 Puppy and 2 Calantosa. Yeah, so you summon all these 2 with Obedience School. I can show you the combo at the end of the video with that card. And this will be special summoned from the Exceed together with Puppy. And Puppy summons the second Calantosa from the deck. So you need to play at least these 3 cards. Yeah, during the tournament I thought about that I guess it's Cat that summons from the graveyard could also have been useful to recycle both Calantosas each turn, but I guess it worked out pretty fine without needing to play more bricks. And yeah, this is for the Melffy and Tribrigade engine in the monster line. For hand traps, I played 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, 3 Lancea, 3 Gamma with Driver, and triple Impermanence. And yeah, the reason I played Lancea main was because I knew that I played Tribrigade Zoo the first round 90%, and yeah, as I said, I hope that I will play Raphael Nevin at the second round at top 8, but it was also fine against Dragonlink. It saved me a turn, but yeah, maybe playing a deck that doesn't lose to Lancea that much would have been better, although if you watch the top 16 match, I got Lancea thrice, and so was able to win that match 2-0, because it can play better through Lancea than the other Tribrigade decks. But yeah, maybe making a call that everybody's gonna main Lancea and playing something that doesn't care at all would have been great too. Yeah, but that's it for the hand traps. 15. I had going second, you have a 90% chance to start at least one, and I think it was between 50 and 60% to start 2. I think it was more like 50% to start 2 hand traps. Yeah, and I played 3 Obedience School as the ninth starter, like with Fractal, Rescue Cat, and Obedience School being like the best. Triple Prosperity and one Revolt. One Revolt was fine. What was annoying is that, like in the mirror match, my opponent always hard drew the Revolt when he started, and it was like very annoying. And sometimes it's good to start it as well, since you won't have any access to Lancea. But it was fine because going second, you don't want to see that card. You want as many hand traps and board breaking cards as possible. Obedience School, as I said, the best starter, and for Pot of Prosperity, this card is so insane because this always will enable you to see a starter if you like bricked completely. People respect Gamma, so they won't Lancea use then Biface. So as long as you start with Prosperity, you will always resolve it. And if you go Prosperity for 6, you also have a 90% chance to see Fractal, Rescue Cat, or Obedience Schooled. And if you go second, it's even slightly above 90. So this card was insane. And what I like the most about Prosperity is that you don't have to give up any resources. Like Tribrigade Zoo has to play Desires, they can't play Prosperity because there's nothing in the extra deck they can give up. But on the downside, they will lose many cards from their engine. And yeah, I mean, after my opponent resolved Desires, game 1 in the top 16 match, he couldn't search a second time with Nerval because he banished everything. And that's a downside of Desires, but on the other hand, you draw 2 cards, which is sometimes better than just taking one. So yeah, everything has its a constant pros, but yeah, I was pretty happy with the list. Yeah, just wouldn't main Lancea all the times because I just mained it because I knew who I was going against. So for the extra deck, something a bit different from the usual ratios. I played triple Farragut, 1 Beerbrom, 1 Rugel, double Omen. Triple Farragut is necessary because you go through 2 of them with the Obedience School combo. So if you need a follow-up Farragut, you have to play the third one. For the Beast, Winged Beast links, I play 1 Double Dragonlord and 1 Doomigel. For the generic links, I play Almirage, Apollousa, and Access Code, nothing special. And for the Exceed monsters, I play 1 Joyous Melffy, the one you summon when you make the combo, 1 Melffy of the Forest, and 1 number 29. So the Joyous Melffy is the one that targets a Beast Exceed material, bounces it, and specials as many level 2 or lower beasts from the graveyard as materials as it had. So usually it has 2 materials, and you special summon Kalantosa and Melffy Puppy. Melffy of the Forest lets you detach a material and search a Melffy card, and if a Melffy monster is bounced to the hand, it can negate the effect of a face-up monster on the field, and it cannot attack. At number 28 says you can detach and special summon a monster from your opponent's graveyard to his field, and if your opponent summons a monster, if a monster is summoned onto your opponent's side of the field, you can special summon 1 monster from your deck with the same type or attribute. Both of them never came up for me. I usually banish them for Prosperity, and this one is the standard one you summon. And for the side deck, I play Lightning Storm. Yeah, I set this in the mirror match. Pretty neat. Triple Twin Twister, 1 Caught by the Grave. Triple Nibiru. And for going first, I decided to play the Artifact Engine. Yeah, since even if I draw the Scythe and I'm not able to put it back to my deck, I still have Lancia as targets. That's why I wanted to play the Artifact engine. And one order. Yeah, I usually don't like going first to have cards that are set. Like I don't like Judgment because Judgment will just be Twin Twisted, and then you have to pay 4,000 life points to protect Revolt. So I'd rather have something that is chainable. Shade Ride is an option I played a lot. And yeah, I tried to test the Artifact engine, but I didn't see it. So yeah, I can't really tell you if it would have been fine or not. The issue is that everybody played Droplet, so it may have not been that good. But like Droplet, even if he droplets your Scythe, then he's not able to droplet your Rugal for not Rugal, your Shurake for banishing. Yeah, so that's with my list. I pretty much liked it. I don't know if there's something I would change. I would need to test it more. But I was pretty happy, even though, yeah, maybe I should have prepared the Dragon League matchup more. For the Obedience School combo, this is how it goes. Activate Obedience School, and you summon Galantosa, Melffy Puppy, and the Kid. Then you link Puppy and Kid to Farragut. Now Kid will trigger, sending Nerval effect to Kid. Then you use Farragut effect, special summon the Kid. Kid will banish Kid and Nerval. Just be aware that you don't banish the puppy, you need it to stay in the graveyard. Summoning a Beerbrum. And now you also have to be aware that you exceed summon the Joyous Melffys before you link away Beerbrum, because Beerbrum locks you into a beast. And now you summon a second Farragut. Since you're locked in beast, there's nothing better to summon. And then you go chanting 1 Beerbrum, chanting 2 Farragut. And yeah, you have 4 more cards in hand. Draw 1, send 1 back, and then you will add the Revolt and send 1 card back, because yeah, you just want to chain lock the Beerbrum so it won't get ashed. And this is how the combo works. In your opponent's turn, like you set your Revolt, in your opponent's turn you can use Joyous Melffy's effect, and you bounce him back, summon the puppy and Galantosa, and the good thing is you're able to chain block the Galantosa, which came up once against the Dragon Link matchup, where he couldn't Phantasmate Protect because Kid was chaining too. Then you can send, like, add send Nerval, add something. And yeah, then you can, if he normals or specials, or if this gets attacked, you can bounce this and summon second Galantosa. And you don't have to worry about just 3 slots being opened, because if you go for Revolt, you can use the Farragut in your graveyard since the set's been summoned properly. And summon your Shurake, so you have 3 interruptions out of the Obedience Cult. And you will get a Search, you will get the puppy back, you have 3 cards in hand, which can be hand traps, and you start your turn with a 6 card. So this is most likely what it looks like, and you can always recycle this, and in your opponent's turn bounce this, summon those back, and just do it like infinite times. The only thing is that this one can't summon a Galantosa back. Just it can just summon a Galantosa once. but this is how it works. So thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you liked. The video, the deck profile, and the combo. Yeah, and shoutouts to Marcel Leuker for lending me an access code I was missing. And shoutouts to Alibaba and everybody who supported me, who PM'd me like the night before the event, wished me good luck. And especially shoutouts to my wife, who is also supporting me very much. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to get more content like this. And yeah, see ya guys next time. Bye.